Alright, hello everyone, my name is Ark and welcome back to Space Engineers. Now today we're going to do another retrofit video. Now it's been a while since I did one of these videos. The last one I did was, well, a couple months ago. But I'd like to shout out Neil Sulit, I hope I pronounced your name right, because he asked me to do another one of these videos since he liked the last one so much. Now today we are going to be looking at the IMDC Hydra Corvette ship. Now it's right behind me. As you can tell, the one on the left is the older version and the one on the right is the retrofitted version. Now I did paint it rust just so that you would know, but here is the original version right here. Now we'll look at that. Now over here are all the ships that I may plan to retrofit in the future, except that one, ignore that. Yeah, all of these ships and all these fighters I plan to maybe retrofit in the future, but for now we will pay attention to the Hydra. Now before we continue, I must note, I am not the original creator or author of this ship. I am just someone who is improving upon the design based upon my own opinion. Now on the original Hydra ship we have 2 Gatling guns on the right and 2 Gatling guns on the left, combined making 4 Gatling guns. Now we also have 2 torpedo launchers, which are rocket launchers, I just like calling them torpedoes, that are forward mount facing. Now, while not being the largest ship in the fleet, it is still one of the most maneuverable. It has 2 braking thrusters, 10 downward thrusters, 4 sideways thrusters, 4 on the left and 4 on the right, 2 large forward thrusters, and 7 forward thrusters. Now the original version also has 2 connectors, one on the top and one on the bottom. I believe that these connectors are meant for smaller ships. Now that we've taken a look at the outside of the ship, how about we take a look at the interior? Now you may notice that the airlocks uses the smaller doors. That is because the larger doors were not implemented in the game yet. Now over here we have the bridge. We have a command console, a pilot seat, and a programming block. This bridge is separated by 1 airlock door. Now over here we have the main lounge area, I believe. Here we have an assembler, a cargo box, a remote control block, some buttons, I do not know what they do and I do not dare to press them, a large med bay, so has a gravity generator, an air vent, and here's engineering. We have at least 6 reactors, 2 gyros, an air vent, and 0 batteries. Batteries were not implemented during this stage of Space Engineers. Now that we've seen the original, how about we take a look at the retrofitted version? Now one obvious addition to the new ship is not just the paint job, but its additional weapons. I have added 2 missile launchers, one on top and one on bottom, and 4 point defense weapons to protect itself from missiles. We have 2 point defense turrets on top and 2 point defense turrets on the bottom. These interior turrets are meant to only shoot missiles. The Gatling guns will still shoot at small ships. Now another improvement I have made on the ship is more thrusters. I have added more braking thrusters to the ship. Here on the bottom side I have added 2 additional braking thrusters. You will see that they have an advantage while in space. I have also added an additional upwards thruster to equalize the load. Now as you can see, the design is slightly altered. Now if we take out the original Hydra ship, we will notice that the top is completely flat. Here in this version, I have added a slight hump and a couple crevices to the top to add a few more features to the design. In addition, I have also changed the engine pods or engine crevices on the top and bottom so they have a more sharp look to them. Another final improvement I added to the ship was to change the blocks. Here on this ship, you have to make use of all the original blocks, the slopes, corners, and cornered halves. On the new ship, we make use of the newer blocks. Here we use the half corners, half slopes, and other angular slopes. Now that is the exterior changes. How about we take a look at the interior? Oh wait, I almost forgot. On the exterior, I also added a nameplate for the ship. And also, if you want to, you can add your captain's name, crew names, and how many kills you've gotten with the ship so far, if it hasn't imploded. Now, as you can see here, I also added a bed, because you never know when you need to take a quick rest while in combat. Now, an obvious change is to the bridge. I have added an interior turret in case someone tries to attempt to board your ship. I have also added a personal army close by in case you need to quickly grab a weapon. Now here on the bridge, I have added an LCD, I have also moved the programming block and the control station. And finally, the captain's quarters. It's a little cramped, but hey, in the military, space is a luxury. Now that we've seen the bridge, how about we take a look at the new lounge? As you can see, I have added several of the new decoration blocks, including some of the new decorations 2.0. Now here we have a hollow table in case you want to display some tactical. Over here we have the bathroom, the toilet, and the new showers added. Here we have the kitchen. We also have the new Clang sodas. And over here, we have the TV, in case you want to take a nice sit down and watch some Netflix. And over here, we have another armory. In case your bridge gets blown up, you have a secondary place to get weapons. And finally, we have engineering. Now, an obvious thing I've added is a hydrogen engine. In case you accidentally run out of power with your reactors, you'll always have a backup generator. I have also added 2 extra gyroscopes. There are also the same amount of reactors on board, 6. Now that you've seen the ship, how about we go ahead and test it out in space? Now here are the ships again, the original and the rebuilt version. Let's go test out the original. Now it takes just a bit under 5 seconds for it to reach maximum speed in vanilla Space Engineers. However, while attempting to accelerate to maximum speed, reactors will continue to go critical. In addition to, it takes over 90 seconds in order for the braking thrusters to bring the ship to a complete stop. Now let us test the newly rebuilt Hydro-class Corvette. Now I forgot to mention this, but I have added several batteries on board, at least 5 batteries, in order to make sure that the generators and reactors do not overload. Now the acceleration is the same, since we did not add any additional forward thrusters. However, because we added 2 extra braking thrusters, our braking time is cut in half to 40 seconds. Alright, I am about to place both ships. I'm going to set one of them to be pirates, that way they are both able to shoot at each other. I'm not going to be piloting or manning any of the turrets. This will be a complete AI test for all guns. Once I turn this ship to pirates, they will start beginning to shoot each other. And I will move out of range so I do not interfere with the fight. As you can see, with the extra missiles on board the Corvette, it is able to do a lot more damage than it would had it. It appears the missiles are already targeting the Gatling guns. Ooh, I definitely wouldn't want to be the captain of whoever's manning that bridge. Let's see how our new ship's doing. We took some damage to the bridge, but to be honest, our captain would have survived. Let's see what else happened. The captain's quarters is intact. Lounge area did not take any damage. Engineering, undamaged. I can't say the same for the original ship, though. And that is it. I hope you guys like the new Ion DC Hydro class Corvette. Now I hope you guys like this new ship, and I hope you get a lot of kills of it, and I'll see you all... Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You guys are probably wondering what the hell that thing is. Well, for those of you who watch my channel, I'm wondering if you guys know who Lone Wolf is. He's a buddy of mine. Besides, he has this flagship called the Pfeiffer Cross. It's his flagship, it's a battleship, and that made me want to build my own ship. This right here will be my personal flagship in the future. As you can see, it's still being built, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Besides, you know what? How about we do a quick tour? A quick tour couldn't hurt, right? Right? Right. Alright, let's do a quick tour. Now over here we have the railgun. This is the primary weapon of my ship. Besides, it will launch a torpedo or a projectile with a warhead on it to it. Besides, any ships that don't have point defense on it, well, let's just say they're going to need it. Now, over here we have the forward hangar. Now, this hangar is able to store 2 small fighters. This place also has some crew quarters. Not very large, but it's for maintenance units. Now, if we go up these stairs and make a right, we can see that we have an outside hallway. That way, if you want to know who the hell is shooting at you, you can have a nice fancy view. Now if we go back into the hangar and make another right, we come into the main airlock. Now we have several blast doors in here, that way intruders aren't able to penetrate so easily into the ship. Now here is the main crew quarters. In case you want to have a nice sit down with your friends, play a nice game of Pac-Man or something, this is the place to do it. These crew quarters are slightly larger, and with the new addition of the decoration blocks 2.0, I'm sure to add those in these new areas. Now over here we have the railgun. Now I did not build this thing, I do not know how to build one of these things. I borrowed the design. I will leave a description when I figure out whose design it is. Now, over here we have the refinery and assembly room. Quick tour. There's the refinery. There's the assembler. Tour done. Yep, there's nothing else down here. Besides, over here is just an overhang of all the refineries we got. Now, here is another blast door leading to another airlock, and here is my pride and joy. I can't tell you how long it took me to make this. Yes, we have an elevator. We built an elevator. Besides, this elevator will go all the way up to the bridge or observation deck. I don't know what I'm going to put up here yet. Besides, this is the only thing that's probably going to cause Lower Clan to come take a visit. Besides, other than that, that's most of the ship. There's still a lot of building that's going on. Like over here, this is probably going to be another hangar for larger fighters or something. And maybe over here is going to be engineering, and this will be the, I don't know, the main bridge. But yeah, that is my flagship. I'm going to call it, I don't know, the Longsword or something. But yeah, it's going to have a lot of weapons on it. Lots of turrets, lots of missiles, lots of everything. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Over here is the main airlock, but gosh damn it, I've been rebuilding the ship so many times, I've had to destroy this place so many times. This is a cry room, but I'm going to turn it into a bar later. But this, for all you captains out there, this is the captain's quarters. Still needs some work, but hey, you got a nice TV, a fancy kitchen, a conference table, some armory space, your own personal cryopod, a toilet of course, here's your bed, and your own personal med bay. This is how a captain's quarters should be like. Now I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I will get this ship done soon. I've been working on it for a couple weeks now. But hey, college sucks. It does suck. I mean, it's worth it, but college sucks. Especially when I got midterms again. Now, if you guys liked the video, please subscribe to my channel. I know that's cheesy, but hey, if you guys like it, then I will continue to make more of these types of videos. Now, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!